Greetings everyone, this is Connor from DagoraTV, and in this video we're going to be talking about the revelations that Behind said that they are not working on the Elder Scrolls 6 right now at Bethesda Game Studios. Okay, so this is something that's kind of been getting quite a bit of reaction over the internet of a tweet that Behind sent out that's saying that they're not working on the Elder Scrolls 6 right now, and I checked his Twitter and he's actually deleted this tweet since he posted it originally, and it was something that people have kind of been ranting and raving about, saying that, you know, they're kind of upset they're not working on it right now, but at the same time I do think this tweet is kind of misleading and is kind of the reason why he deleted the tweet, in my honest opinion. I think it was a response to someone when he said they're not working on the Elder Scrolls 6 at the moment, and we're going to be talking about that a bit more and kind of what it entails and why people shouldn't really lose this shit. First off, I actually, talked about this in quite detail with my fellow coach Nathan on the Elder Scrolls Weekly when the first episode actually came out yesterday as you're listening to this video, and we talked about the Elder Scrolls 6 and this stuff on there and all the Elder Scrolls news that you can kind of get of in that podcast, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested. Okay, so Behind actually said on Twitter in response to someone saying about hopefully this doesn't take away from me the Elder Scrolls 6, and then he replied saying we're not working on the Elder Scrolls 6 right now. So, in my opinion, the language that he used in this tweet is, a big way of, misleading people when he said the word right now. Because right now, Bethesda probably aren't working on the Elder Scrolls 6. Right now, they're working on the other two projects. But that doesn't mean they've not done any work on the Elder Scrolls 6 whatsoever. As Todd Howard said in the interview with Jeff Keighley, that they have been working on it and they're just waiting for technology that doesn't even exist yet, that doesn't quite exist yet. So a lot of people are thinking that's a new engine. So what this could mean is that they've done pre-production of Elder Scrolls 6, because by the sounds of things, they've got a very, very good idea of what is in the Elder Scrolls 6, because Todd Howard said that he could sit there right now and explain the game to you, and that you'd be thinking, how the hell are you doing that? What are you doing with the game? How is this even possible? Whereas, a lot of the time when you've not done pre-production, you don't really know what the full extent of the game's going to be, you don't know what's going to be in the game, you don't really have a good idea, you've got some formulations in your head of what you'd like the game to be like, but overall you haven't got that. Whereas it sounds like at Bethesda Game Studios they've completed pre-production for the Elder Scrolls 6, they have a very, very good idea of what's to come in that game, and they're just waiting for the technology that doesn't quite exist yet, which a lot of people are assuming is a new engine, so they've probably done pre-production and done some of the foundations and think, right, we're going to need a new engine, and we're going to stop working on the Elder Scrolls 6 in proper and actually go ahead and focus on this new engine along with these other two projects. So they've got a lot to do at this moment in time. Bethesda Game Studios are actually going for it. They said you're going to hear from them a lot more regularly. So I think that people are kind of going a bit crazy. They're not working on the Elder Scrolls 6 at all. I think people think that means that they haven't even started on it, when I don't think that's the case. I think they're, working on components that are going to be in the game, but not officially, registered as something that we'll be playing through, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And I think the engine that they're making is going to be something that they'll be using for multiple games, not exclusively for the Elder Scrolls 6, so I think that's why Behind said that comment, not right now. I think a lot of you will be thinking that I'm clutching at straws, but at the same time, I'm just kind of putting two and two together. I think as a company, Bethesda wants people to, to kind of put Elder Scrolls 6 to the back of their head. They want them to focus on the other games they've got coming a lot sooner, because the Elder Scrolls 6 is years away. It's a long time away from when people are, wanting to play. When people are still hoping that it's going to be coming out next year, which isn't going to happen. Especially when Todd Howard said you're going to be hearing about two other projects a lot sooner than when we heard about the Elder Scrolls 6. Which is, it's obviously a shame, but overall, it's exciting to hear a company taking on fresh projects. It's exciting to hear Bethesda taking on fresh ideas. And with them also taking the time out to make the Elder Scrolls 6 and time out to make a new engine or make new tech that they're doing, that's not obviously going to mean that the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be better, but it's going to mean probably an upscale in the graphics, an upscale in the mechanics of the game, which is what a lot of people want, and myself included. I'm a part of the opinion that Bethesda should take all the time they need, take as long as it takes to make an Elder Scrolls game that people are going to enjoy and that people really want. And I think that, taking the time out to make a new engine is going to do that. And, with these two other projects, some people, the hardcore Elder Scrolls fans that only play the Elder Scrolls games for Bethesda, a lot of them are like, these other two projects are getting in the way kind of thing. Whereas, in reality, they're making a game that, you know, they're making projects that they want to make, and that, I think that's when you get the best work out of any, you know, someone in any artistic company, whether that's a book, whether that's a painting, whether that's a game, or whatever. You know, if you're making something that you want to make, it's going to be a lot better, and you know, the people can see through that. And if they, you know, moving on to Elder Scrolls 6 that they don't really want to do at that moment in time, but want to do in the future, take the break, you know, and when you come back to test 6, it's ready, you're ready to go for it, and you're all there and you go for it. But pre-production sounds like it's done. So it does seem like, you know, like pre-production sometimes takes even up to a year at times for, you know, for when it comes to video games. Like I remember seeing in the Fallout 3 and the documentary of the making of Fallout 3 that Bethesda made, the pre-production for that game took about a year. And, you know, it seems like with Elder Scrolls 6 that period of the game development is done. That's completed, and you're just waiting to, you know, to make this new stuff, wait for that to be completed, and then they're going to go ham on it. Like, using the words of Todd Howard with the project that they've got coming up, they're going to go for it. And I think that's, you know, very exciting for, you know, for the Elder Scrolls fans. I think that's very exciting for Bethesda fans, because, you know, we're going to be getting something that's going to be using new tech, and, you know, you're going to be using something that's going to be updated that a lot of people have wanted. And, you know, I don't think people should get as disheartened as yet, because, you know, Behind job is to bring the hype down for Elder Scrolls 6, you know, make people, you know, less excited for it at this moment in time, because, you know, they've got other stuff coming out that we'll want to focus on. But when Elder Scrolls 6 does come out, you know, then it will come out on stage and, you know, and announce it and, you know, build the hype then. But not at this moment in time, because, like I said, it's years away. So thanks a lot for watching the video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please check out my Elder Scrolls weekly podcast that me and Nathan have been doing, and you know, we did the first episode yesterday. I think it's a good episode. I think it's a good start, and I'm looking forward to getting along with it. I'm looking forward to getting on with the series, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope that you're there and sending your questions and things like that. It's all going to be very exciting. Also, leave your comments below on what you think about Peter Hines' comments, and what you think about the Elder Scrolls 6 being, you know, a long time away. What do you think about the new tech and all the stuff that's to do with that? Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel when it comes to, you know, the Elder Scrolls 6 coverage. There's going to be a video every week still of speculation, news regarding the Elder Scrolls 6. And I'm sorry that this video is actually late, but I was actually in America and I got back yesterday as recording this video. So, you know, I'm back to normal now, back to making videos. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out. So, once again, thanks a lot for watching, and, you know, check out, you know, my Twitter feed at, you know, DagoraTV. I haven't been tweeting there recently because I was on holiday, but I'm back now, so, you know, back to normal. Also, check us out on Twitch at DagoraTV, on Twitch, where, you know, I stream games, stream Skyrim, stream things like that. Go ahead and check us out there and give us a follow, and, you know, I'll be streaming again very soon. And also subscribe to the YouTube channel, I mean, and like every video. If you want to go a step further and donate, I would really appreciate a Patreon. You can get the podcast 2 days early if you go over there and donate. And thanks a lot for doing that, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.